Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Indian Life German Way, and I'm making today's video to talk about a very important topic which has been asked by some of you already. So in today's video I want to talk about the 10 most important changes that you will realize when you enter Germany for the first time. So if you are planning to come to Germany, I don't know, for studies or for working, then this video would certainly add some value to your thought perspective. So being an outsider coming from an different country, and yeah, I came to Germany like 5 years ago, and I've been working here since then. And I think I would certainly be able to add some value to your thought process, that what kind of changes you should expect when you land for the first time in Germany. And let's get started into the video. Okay, guys, so point number one is the climate. Of course, as you can see right now, I'm standing here in a park. It's November, and you can see all these leaves out there. So I will just talk about the key facts about climate when you come to Germany. So point number one is the days during summer are long, so you expect sunlight to be there until, I don't know, like 9-10 p.m. During winters is the opposite, so you have the sun completely gone by 4:30, 5 p.m. and that's why you have shorter days during the winter times. Apart from that, expect a lot of cold here in Germany during the winter time. Especially the temperatures range from +5 to -5 degrees, and therefore you should expect a lot of cold. And also you can also expect a lot of ice and snow, especially during the winter time. Second point that you would certainly notice is the language. Yeah, how many of you know that Germany is also known as Deutschland, meaning that the official language of Germany is Deutsch, or German, as you know. And this is one of the key factors that you would need to that you would notice certainly when you're in Germany, because everyone is speaking the language, of course, and the language is really needed if you want to study here or work here or live a normal life, because you of course cannot communicate with people if you don't know the language. So as a starting point, I would certainly recommend, and I think a lot of people would already know, that if you want to come to Germany, then you should be at least at B1 level of German language. I would certainly recommend that, but that doesn't mean that you can't come before that. So of course there are different options available for coming to Germany and also working without knowing the language, but I would certainly say that you need to know the language if you want to live here a good life. Now the third topic that I want to talk about, which is really different, is the driving experience. Of course, driving here in Germany is way different to how we drive in India, for example. So the driving patterns are completely different. The driving rules are completely different. All in all, if you want to have a German driving license, then that's a whole different story, and you have it's very expensive to have a German driving license. We are always driving on the other side, and here the rules are completely different, and the rules are very strict. Driving on bicycles is also very important. As you can see here, it's a completely parking slot just for bicycles, so that is certainly very different as compared to countries like India. And overall, talking about the overall driving experience, I mean, the driving here is much more simple, and people are always abiding by the rules, and you always go by the traffic rules. You always follow the rules, which is certainly not the case when I talk about India. Guys, the next important change that I really want to talk about is the German culture. And coming from a different country like India, I would certainly say that it was also a shock for me when I first came to Germany. So nothing against the German culture. I really like the German culture. I've been living here for the last 5 years, but all I'm trying to say is that it's really different. And of course I expect it to be different, because my culture is also very different to German culture. So what I want to add here is, as an overall statement, I would like to say is that the Germans are really open and expressive, and they are really frank and polite people, and they are really welcoming. Yeah, so when we, for example, outsiders are coming from outside country to their country, that the German culture is really open, frank, and they are very polite people, and they are also really expressive people, and they also like to welcome people from different countries. At least that's my experience. That's what I have noticed being in the country. And they are friendly, not so over friendly, but they are friendly, and they are always trying to help you whenever possible. So overall, I think the German culture is really frank, open, polite, and helping. So friends, the next point that I would like to talk about is the cost of living in Germany. And if you're moving from, for example, from India to Germany for working, of course, then I would assume that you are getting higher salaries than what you normally get in India. And when you come here, when you start living here in Germany, you would notice that you are able to buy more stuff with the less money. That means that you are able to, or your salaries are basically higher and you are spending a little bit less, meaning that your cost of living is actually getting better. So I normally try to explain the cost of living fundamental with an example. And suppose you buy a Calvin Klein t-shirt in India, and in my case, it normally, with my salary in India, a Calvin Klein t-shirt costs around 4 to 5,000 rupees, and I would normally end up spending 5 to 6% of my monthly salary on buying the t-shirt. While that's not the case when I'm here in Germany, I would only spend about 0.5% of my salary to buy the same t-shirt, meaning I have a lot more money. I can buy a lot of more stuff with the same with the salary that I'm now getting as compared to what I was able to buy before. Therefore, I would say that the standard of living, or the cost of living, is much better here in Germany as compared to countries like India. So guys, now I want to talk about how things work in Germany, how things are processing in Germany. So this is again a very common change that a lot of people would notice when they're here in Germany for the first time. So there is no jugaad here, meaning everything has a process is defined and everything goes by the process. So there are no fast tricks that you can do to expedite certain aspects or certain parts of a process. So you really need to be patient, have a lot of patience when you're in Germany, because things would go as they're planned, as per the process, and there are no tips and tricks that you can do to basically you cannot go out of the way and get your stuff done. So you need to follow the process and be patient. Even when you're studying or when you are working, you are in an office, you would have certainly your procedures, protocols to follow, and then you need to follow the rules even when you're working, right? So you need to be at the end of the day, you would always be following the processes that are defined. So guys, the next point that I want to really highlight as a change that you would notice is the overall cleanliness of the country. When you come for the first time to Germany, you would find it really clean. You have dustbins or garbage bags. It's I think around every 100 meters you would find something, and you won't see people throwing dust or garbage like that anywhere. So everyone follows the everyone tries to keep the country clean. And I would also like to add, when I'm talking about the cleanliness, that the country is also really beautiful. It's green in terms of the greenery. You would see so many scenic locations when you are traveling through a train, for example, or you're going through the highway. So the country is really clean, green, and full of positive vibes. So guys, the another important change that I want to really talk about is the architecture, right? So the architecture, how the buildings are made in Germany as compared to India, and this is something that you would definitely notice. So if you see behind me, you can see there's a cobble street, and this is really common here in Germany. And each German city has a old city center, or they normally call it a Altstadt. And the Altstadt is basically the old town area of that particular city. And this is something which is really unique here in Germany, in Europe itself. And what I'm trying to say, that these areas, or these places are really preserved here, and a lot of importance is given to these places. And that's why I think it's a very these places are really very charming. And you can see a lot of old buildings dating back from 18th or 19th century, which certainly is not the case in India. So if I want to talk about the Indian architecture, especially if I want to talk about the new age cities like the metropolitan cities, you would definitely see a lot of high-rise buildings in India. For example, here the concept of high-rise buildings is not that is not that common right now. So most of the stories are, I think, up to 4-story buildings, and then the high-rise buildings are much more common when you go towards the metropolitan cities here also, for example Berlin or Frankfurt. So overall, as a summary, I would like to conclude that the architecture of the buildings is really different between India and Germany, and German architecture is much more, I think, I think it's much more strong. The base is really strong, and a lot of importance is given to the beauty of the architecture, and the style of the architecture is old fashioned, and but it's truly unique. Guys, just take a look at what I found. So this is right next to my apartment building, and I just noticed that there is a very nice statue there of a lady. So another topic that I would like to talk about is the how hard it is to make friends here in Germany, and luckily enough, I have had good support, and I have had good friends throughout my duration here in Germany. But this is a very key point that I have really noticed and heard from a lot of people, that it's not really easy to make friends here in Germany, and it's definitely not very easy to get into a social group when you of German people, for example, specifically if you are here for work and you have not studied here. So maybe if you're studying here, then you would have certain friends from your college days, and then of course you are part of those groups. But if you are coming just for work purposes, then it's definitely not easy to be in a social group, especially with the German people. Apart from that, since I was talking about the German culture, I also noticed that, as I said, that the German culture is really open. So you would notice that it's not like similar to what we have in India. The children they try to live with their parents, but it's not the case here in Germany. The young people, as soon as they turn 15 to 16, they are basically going out of their home, and they start living alone, and this is how the culture is Germany. And I have also noticed that there are also a lot of old people who are living in old age homes, and that's certainly, of course, not that you would see in India. It's not that quite often. And people here, they try to live their life to the fullest. They try to enjoy their life to the fullest. They live their life their own ways, own terms, and that's why you would also notice that people here are much happier when they are in their own let's say bubble, or they are with their own group, and therefore they are not really keen on opening up to other groups and stuff like that. So they are open, they are friendly, and everything is there. But at the end of the day, my perspective, that you would not certainly very easily get into an existing. Hey guys, so that was it for today. I hope you really liked it. Please share your feedback in the comment section, and if you really liked my video, please do consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'll try to make such useful content in the future as well. Having that said, I wish you all a good day, and see you next time. Bye bye.